Mishra's Genuine Draft.
And welcome to a special edition of Mishra's Genuine Draft here on Magic Untapped, magic.untapped.com. As you notice, we're not actually doing a draft. We're going to be taking part in the Game Award after party, kind of a little pre-celebration of Theros Beyond Death, along with some good old goodies. And we're going to play a couple games each with both of the two pre-made decks here available on Arena for a limited time. By the time you see this, might be over, but we're going to look at them anyway. First, we have the bad guy deck, the Ashiok deck, if it'll load here. And in the Ashiok deck, you'll notice right away a few artifacts up here. You may have seen them before in the Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, and Black Lotus. 3 Power 9 cards right here. Terribly expensive if we were playing Paper Magic. But other things we have in here, we have the Eidolon of Philosophy, a brand new card. Many of these are brand new cards. Spectral Sailor, reprint. Ancestral Recall, Power 9. Disfigure, reprint. Fairy Duelist. If you notice, this is a lot of one-ofs, because this is a singleton format for Magic Arena. I'm just going to real quick go through the rest of what's available on this deck, so you can at least get a glimpse of it. That was a Quench right there. We have a Doomblade from M14, Myers Grasp, which is a brand new card that will be printed in Theros Beyond Death. Exclusion Mage from 19, Thief of Sanity, a rare from the recent Ravnica sets, same with Whisper Agent, and notice things from War of the Spark and whatnot. Inevitable End, another brand new card from Theros Beyond Death. TBD. To be determined. Hero's Downfall, of course, is good. Witch's Vengeance. Nice. I want to point out, though, these are Theros cards. A little historic thrown in here as well. Classic card control magic. This one's brand new. Memory Drain, counterspell there for you. Revenge of Ravens, fan of that card. Master Girl's just a fun one. What's this? This is from the Valorant block there. Shadow? Is that from Shadowmoor? I think it's Shadowmoor. Eldest Reborn, and then Ashiok the Planeswalker, who makes these fun little nightmare critters. Sphinx, Obligatory Meteor Golem, no sideboard, handful of lands. Underground Seas, beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So that's the Ashiok deck. But we also have the Elspeth deck. This one here, I believe, would be mono white. Let's take a look. And it is mono white, but we still get the Black Lotus. You know, Mox Pearl here. Make our way through the list just so you can see what's in it. Swords of Plowshare is always nice. Soul Ring is beautiful. Princess Charming. Brand new card here, Demigod. I believe might be a brand new creature type. But there we go, Daxos, blessed by the sun, blessed by the sun, blessed, something like that. Revoke Existence, brand new to the game in the upcoming set. And of course, Crusade only makes sense in such a mono white deck. Theros card there. I love the history of Benalia. And then Sword of Fire and Ice. Isn't that just beautiful? Too bad I don't have any Stoneforge Mystics in here. But then I'd just be playing my Legacy Death and Taxes deck. And nobody, well, maybe myself and Vince over at the Pleasant Kenobi channel want to see that. Circle Loyalty, Realm Cloak. And then some lands. There we go. Not quite the expensive land base. So we're going to start this one off with, assuming we can get to play both decks, with the Ashiok Nightmare Muse deck. Play maybe 2 games with this, and then we'll try to play 2 games with the other one, assuming it will let me switch. I'll find out. Alright, now after waiting more than a minute to get paired up with somebody, here we are. Let's see what we got here. We have Guildgate, a couple dual or basic lands rather. Do have some quick removal. We have a turn 2 creature, so we're just going to go ahead and keep this. I know no power or anything, but we're going to keep it anyway. And they have some power. Maybe should mold for some power. But it's okay, I can get rid of that pretty darn easily here. By throwing out a swamp, and then we'll just disfigure that. And bye, Felicia. Opponent. Plains. Those moxes really do give you some good mana acceleration, but if you can't use it, then it really doesn't matter all that much, does it? I'm going to bring out our Dire Fleet Border. 2-1. When it dies, I mean, you could get swords and it won't win anything, but when it dies, we get a treasure token. Consolation prize, I suppose. We have an RBO Tactician, a 2-3 flyer. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw out the Castle Mantress, and we're going to hold back. Okay, we're going to hold back for that no escape right there. See if we can foil some plans. Oh! Oh. Are you going to make use of that Black Lotus? Or are you just going to hit me for 3 in the air? I think I'm going to get hit for 3 in the air here. Alright, moving on. We have a Quench. Would prefer just a good old-fashioned counterspell, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and throw out... Let's go ahead and just throw out a tap land. Because I can't cast a Quench and the no escape. Alright, go ahead and attack. Might as well get a free attack in here. Down to 18, to my 17. Moving on, opponent. Thinking. Attacking. Getting in another 3. And then just holding back. So I'm just fine holding back with these 2 counterspells. So, the next, at worst, I'll be able to get a little scry action in here at the end of big CAUC. I know what they're going for there. I'm not going to say it. Big Couse. Big Couse. Their turn. So that was your Monument to Glory. Alright, and then bring me down to 11, unfortunately. Past there. Move to end step. We're going to go ahead and do the whole scry business here. We have a Nightfall Sprite and we have Moan Speaker. I'm not crazy about either of these, to be completely honest, but at least the Sprite can buy me a turn by blocking. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and draw that Sprite now. Let's see. It's going to be 2, which is 1, 2, which is 1, 2, 3. Enough for the No Escape, which is for a creature of Planeswalker spell. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead. Can I flash that in? No, I cannot flash that in. So we'll go ahead and bring that in now. Sprite. When it dies, no, whenever it attacks. So I'm probably not going to get the Surveil trigger on that. But that's fine. Because if anything, I'm just buying a turn, trying to equalize a little bit here. I do want to get this out soon, though, the Sashak Nightmare Muse. But I don't want to spend all my mana casting that, and then get bit in the butt, because I should have left one of these 2 open. So, see how we can go here. But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I should be able to get away with it next turn, I would hope. We'll find out. Opponent, still teasing me with that Black Lotus there. Still attacking for 3, and I'm just going to go ahead and eat this with my Nightfall Sprite, save the damage on this now, and theoretically buy myself a turn later. Okay, we got a Orzhov Enforcer, which I'm not entirely crazy about, to be completely honest with you. We're going to throw out the swamp. And I'm going... Do I attack with that and see... Because they can attack me for 5 next turn. That would be bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the Ashiok, and I'm going to use now. Leave just enough open for a quench, which probably won't be a ton, but might need to bring the Black Lotus untimely.
Welcome to my domain, Planeswalker.
For a genderless creature, that sure sounds like a dude. I'm just saying. It wasn't exactly an androgynous
All your fears are given
voice, but I like it. It's pretty. Sounds pretty awesome. I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. It's just too bad those guys don't fly. That would be so nice if they flew, but they don't. So we are going to go next. Especially now that I have a blocker there, I'm going to go ahead and attack. I wouldn't really mind having that treasure token in this instance, just in case I need to no escape instead of quench. So there's that. So now that's going to leave the no escape as an option for me. And we're going to end the turn. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Millstone on block. It's too bad it doesn't fly. Because that would be nice. Opponent. Thinking. No, casting something. Knightly Valor. Gonna make that a real big baddie there, aren't you? Well, let's see. I suppose I might as well make you use your Black Lotus. You want to use the Black Lotus for this. And I'm pretty much on the uphill battle either way. Might as well make you earn it. And you do. So that just got bigger and you just got wider. That's bad news for myself. Or Ashiok if opponent decides to go that direction, and they do. I bring my Ashiok down to 1.
You cannot intimidate me.
Cannot intimidate me, he says. It says, they say. Now that would be good, because then I'll flash that in. Yeah, I like that. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to go ahead and... yeah, we'll move to combat. Attack there. Oh, actually, no, this got vigilance too, doesn't it? It does have vigilance. That is just too bad for me. So we're gonna go no attacks. Gonna make another little dude. Another dude. I'm going to play the Enforcer, kind of try to build up my ranks here. And I have enough left over for the Trickster and for no escape if absolutely necessary. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn and see what we can do here. Opponent, with your 5/6 Vigilance Flyer. Who'd have thought? Tactician. That good. That helps. Tribunal. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. But I guess you have to resolve that. Still gonna let it resolve. It's a thing. Bye, Ashiok. That was fun. And we have a Mind Stone. That's fine. We're going to go play the Trickster now. Tap down that Tactician for a little bit. And it moves on to my turn. Well, this just became really good. I like this now, so I'm just going to control magic that Tactician. Grab a hold of that. I don't care if it's tapped right now. I think we're good. I'm going to attack with both 2/3s. And that's going to make the mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No idea what I even lost there. What did we lose here? Cavalier. Ah, some good stuff went bye-bye. I like that. And now the question is, what's next? Alright, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Knight, the Knegget. Yes, I do lose my Nightmare, but that's a-okay by me. Fabled Hero. I'm gonna no escape that. I was going to hold that for Planeswalker. Oh, and my opponent scoops. That is the game. Very nice. So despite a lackluster start and a hand I probably should have tossed, we're just going to go ahead and keep that as is there. As we move on to number 2. And after, again, just over a minute of waiting, we have our next round. Second of 2 games with the Ashiok deck before we move over and hopefully try the Upset deck. Now, here, yes, we do have some removal right away. Have some good land, but overall, I'm not thrilled about this hand. The lack of power, again, makes me want to see if I can mulligan to get some of that power. At the same time, though, we got early creature removal. I can counter something early, and then we can grab this as well, and I kind of like that. So I think I will, despite the lack of power, go ahead and keep this hand. And there's the power. So, you know what? I think we're good. I'm going to toss that out. Toss that out. So we're good to go there. And then we're just going to pass the turn. First turn Thief of Sanity is not that important to me right now. And moving on, we have a Fairy Duelist with some flash on it, which is nice. We are going to go ahead and draw an island. I'm going to hold back on the Fairy Duelist because I can quench this turn. And then maybe bring that in end of the turn. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Opponent. Arctic Panther. If that is indeed your will. History of Benalia, which will definitely be giving counts. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing. Passing on, going to my turn. No reason to spend Black Lotus on the Fairy Duelist. I'm going to go ahead and bring out that castle now. And I think we're going to do standard. And there we have that. That looks nice to me so far. No reason to use my Black Lotus on to read the bones, so we're just moving on. Opponent plays into the plains. They have, I believe, enough out for the Upset Planeswalker card. But do we see it? We see a Legion's Landing. Alright, that's fine. You get a 1/1 Vampire with life. But it doesn't block, so that ain't I'm okay. Ancestral Blade, you get another little creature there. A 2/2 creature there, actually. Oh, yeah, no, resolve. I thought I did that. Yep, we're good. And there's your little 2/2. Which will look really nice on that lifelink here, I'm sure. And we'll pass and we'll go to my turn. Alrighty. Oh, there's a Doomblade. I like this already. So we're just going to oh, that's also an instant. But I can only cast one at this moment, which is, that's kind of a bummer. But we'll go to next. We'll go ahead and attack there. And now it says, I may look and cast the card as long as the room is exiled. May spend mana as if it were any color. So let's see what we can snag here. Get you for 2. Well, I guess I'd grab the Venerable Knight. Yeah, because I can't cast the lands, so I suppose I'll just grab that. And at the same moment, I suppose I will just go ahead and play it for a blue. At least I get a 2/1 there, which is nice. And then we are just going to, I believe, end the turn. see what happens. Opponent. Contemplating. Thinking, you might say. The Arctic Panther plays an inspiring. Well, I'm inspired. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Well, that's a thing. So I suppose we will just resolve that. You have 3/3 and a 2/2 there. What's the equip here? You want to move that over and get some lifelink. That's what it is. So I'm going to pass. You're obviously not doing that. So instead, I'm just going to go ahead and... Do I Doomblade for 3/3? Or do I just take 5? I think I block here, to be honest. I think that's something I do. And I'll save my Doomblade for something else. So... yeah, I'll pass the blockers. We'll do a block there. I'm okay about losing the 3 for now, so I'll block there. Pass the damage. Very good. I'm okay with that. That seems fine to me at this moment. Okay, gonna move that over. That sounds like a great time to say no. Honestly, I probably should have waited till it's moved over. We have to pay again to put it on that, but that's what I get. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and... now I'm going to attack first, and then we'll look into maybe clearing the field. 2 again. And, oh, I actually have some good options here. Base power and toughness of 3, that's nice. That would be good, except for it would go back to my opponent's graveyard, in which case they can escape it. But it goes in the graveyard either way, to be honest. So maybe I do that anyway? Even with the 3 negatives? Oh, I don't know. I do have some options here. The escape is expensive and you can't pay for it right now though, so I think I'm going to grab that. And it's something I actually can cast, and I think I will cast. I think I'll cast right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves me with a blue. I think I'm going to keep the black open for Disfigure. So I'm going to tap, tap, and yep, bring that out with the Black Lotus. Sure, we'll pay all blue, why not? Grab the Archon. I have a 3/3 Sanity and 2 3/3 Humans. I wish I wouldn't have noticed that. I would have done the Disfigure first, because now that's a 4/4. But, oh well. Moving right along, opponent. Knowing you have that in the graveyard, but no way of casting it right now. What do you do from here? Well, one more land and you can cast that. And you definitely have at least 4 cards in the graveyard, because I've been putting them there. Oh yeah, good plenty there. Okay, passing to attackers. You're going to swing at me for 4? Probably not, because then you'll likely lose your soldiers from the Archon. Oh, you are anyway. So we'll go ahead and we'll pass the blockers. I'm going to double block in case you have something funny here. And then I'm going to go ahead and disfigure once I'm given the opportunity. You have to check. Is that an instant? Yes, that's an instant. And what do you have for me? Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and disfigure. Make that a 2/2. Opponent. Shelter, very nice. Pro black, I'm assuming. Yep, pro black. So this figure does not hit. Oh, and you do a sword to pouch. That is nice. It's a good job on that. That's nice. I lose my human. But that's fine. select the water grave. Let's see, if I take the 2, I can do a read the bones and throw up a duelist next turn. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pay the 2 life. I'm going to pay it next. And I'm going to go ahead and attack. Yeah, part of me thinks they made a mistake by not getting rid of the Archon, because now I'm going to hit him for 7 and steal some stuff off their deck. Maybe I should have held on that Watery Grave, but oh, Knightly Valor, I like that. I'll grab that. And I'll hold on to that for next turn. With that being the case, do I still read the bones? Yeah, I do. I do still read the bones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll try to draw 2, lose 2 life. Underground Sea, I like it, but don't need it. Don't need it. And done there. Draw 2. I got a swamp. Got an Eidolon here that I don't really want right now. So, here's another turn. Opponent. Unless you drew a land, not enough for Elpseth. And you're taking your time, that's what it is. And nothing kick past 2 attackers. Are you going to try to get in for 4? You are. I'm going to flash in my Theros Duelist. And I'm going to give that its -2, -0. And then I'm just going to go ahead and block, and if I lose a Duelist to some combat trick, I do. And I do. There you go, 3/6 against my 3/3. And then you have Daxos. With a devotion of... Oh, it doesn't matter because it's a 3/3. You move that over, so that's nice. Okay, throw the swamp. Throw the Mire's Grass and turn that into a 1/1, which might be kind of nice, but I think I'd rather go ahead and do the Knightly Valor and throw that on the Archon. This is a 3/3 Knight, actually. And now I'm just going to attack for 9 in the air, brings me down to 2. I still get to look at some cards. Exalt our Artifact or Enchantment, that could be fun. You get a 2/2 flyer. I think I would rather that. Then I can do a little damage next turn, and if I have nothing better to do, we'll throw out another 3/3 for 1 blue. This is not a bad card. It's not a bad card. Alright, we have a Mox Pearl, which means we now can bring Elpseth back from the dead, which is flavorful. That's cool artwork. I like it. And now, opponent, what are you going to do here? We got 2 flyers and an Ahu. You played the Sword of Kniggets. Up and on, 6/4 and a 4/5. You get a 2/3 that's attacking, and you gain a life. Let's see, what do I do here? I'm pretty sure I have this as far as the game is concerned. So we are going to go ahead. Are you tapped out? You are tapped out as well. So being that you're tapped out, let's see, that's 1/1. That is +2/+0 vigilance, and it's also a 9. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 6/4, 6/7. That's going to transform, or is it? That should transform. And then, you know, that's fine. We're just going to do that. You leave your Daxos, I keep my Archon. Did it transformed? I feel like it should have transformed. Let's see. I think that's game, and that is game, and there you go. It's 2-0 so far with Ashiok. Let's see if we can move over and try the Upset deck for a game of this. Oh good, it is letting us switch, good. a game or two with Elspeth. See if we can have similar success. Going 2-0 with the Ashiok deck. See if we can repeat that with Elspeth. Oh my gosh, such a fun name. Is this Pokemon? No, this is not Pokemon, but good guess. We have 3 planes, we have a 1-drop, and then that's going to be it for a while, so we're going to do a free mulligan. And here we have only 2 lands, but that's also decent. We can play into the History of Benalia. Yeah, we're going to keep that. As much as a turn 1 History of Benalia would be nice. With the black bugs, but there is a Soul Ring. So, oh yes, hello. Hello, this is Pokemon. Yeah, there's a Soul Ring. And we're going to do a Soul Ring into a Mind Stone. Because I'm playing Legacy all of a sudden. Nice, yes. Nice indeed. There really needs to be like a thank you. There needs a thank you. There's no thank you. Hi, kitty. Opponent. Island into a nice little sprite. And surveilling this guy. Alrighty. We're going to do a plains there. And do I do that or do I do that? Which do I do? It's just too bad she does soldiers, not knights. That would be nice. You know, I think what I do is I do a History of Benalia for now. And then next turn, I'm going to go ahead and do Sun's Nemesis. And then we'll take it from there. So I didn't get a turn 1 History of Benalia, but I got a turn 2 History of Benalia, and it looks like I'm already on turn 5, so can't really complain about that too much. Back for 1, and then Surveil. Yeah, no, I definitely do the opposite. Now it's a circle. And a boom. Okay, get another one of those. And that's just the knights, right? That's just knights you control get the bonus. Although this just got a lot cheaper here, which is kind of nice. But that's also a knight. So, you know, I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm going to play the Inspiring Captain with give a bonus to those knights. Just attack for the 3. Let's get a little extra bonus damage in there. And then next turn, ideally, History of Benalia will fire off. That'll become 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I could feasibly have lethal next turn, and that is bonkers amazing. Control magic on the Inspiring Captain, and that is too bad. Attack for 1 with the Surveil. So much for having lethal, but there is still some stuff I can do here. For example, use that. Alright, I can go ahead and... Oh, it's creature I control. Oh, that's too bad. Well, that was a thought. Apparently not a very good thought, but it was a thought. A thought was made. Do I do Circle of Loyalty? I think I do Circle of Loyalty, actually. So we're going to go ahead and do that for a slight discount. I have a couple of 5/4s here. I have a Shelter if needed, which I can cast. So we're just going next. Take advantage of the 10 damage on the ground, and do they block with the Captain and just get rid of it? Or do they take 10? Opponent, pondering. They are taking 10. Boom. Okay, very good. And we're going to end the turn. Opponent. Swamp. Now if he swings out there... Okay, well they won't be swinging out because he's going to do another 9.
Close your eyes and dream of me.
I'd rather not. You're going to go ahead and return that, so I'm going to shelter on this one. I'm going to give it pro black here. Draw that card, and that did nothing but reduce you for 2. So that was cool. So we have Fable Hero there. And let's see, with 3/3 and a 2/2 there. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just drop that down. Get a note.
Death itself cannot.
I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do this and this plus 2 plus 1.
Find
make
your
them
valor
5
and
fours.
fight.
And I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next. And I'm going to attack both there. Essentially force a block. Opponent. Block one, the other, or both. About to find out. Alright, blocking one. You block both. You do not. So we are going to go ahead and go next. Bring you down to 2. And there you go. I see no reason to swords at this point in time, so it's going to turn. Now, ideally, next turn, I can just do an Onslaughter's Wings. That's fine. I can do an Onslaughter's Wings. I can cast in the air. And the Shadows Awaken, apparently. And that should be it, to be completely honest with you. So, Illusion Maze, returning a creature to its owner's hand. I'm going to resolve that. You are going to return that to my hand, which I'm actually just going to sword. If it goes away anyway, and I'll gain the life. We'll go to 21. Ability, well, really that's the same effect in the end. Got the old passage out there. And we move to my turn. Very good. I like the Tribunal. Don't need it. So we're just going to go ahead and make that a flyer. Oh, I think somebody has a counterspell. Do you happen to have a quench? No, I think that was just reactionary. That's cool. So we are also going to go ahead and do this, just for good measure. I'm only going to be attacking with the 1, I believe. No, do I? Do they have vigilance? They have vigilance as well. So maybe I just attack with both after all.
The heart of a hero.
2 5/4s. Yeah, we'll just attack with both. Just for good measure. Just in case there's something sneaky up their sleeve. I think there is. We have a Fairy Duelist. That's sneaky. It's a blocker if nothing else. I'm going to dumb down my non-flying knight to a 3/4 for the blockers. So I won't be able to do nearly as much damage this go around. Yep, block there, as you very well should. Anything else? And block there, make me mill 2. And the Exclusion Mage as well, alrighty. You can keep the Exclusion Mage, let's just go ahead and get rid of that Nightmare. So you don't get multiple later. Mill me 2, boom, boom. What did I lose here? Well, that could have been nice. But we're good. Next. Alrighty, and I can still do the tribunal here, which I think I will. 1, whoops, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and just take that. I'm okay losing Elspeth. That's fine. I'm a flying attack away from the wind, so that's fine. What do we have here? Oh, the Shadowmoor dude. Cannot be blocked, deals combat damage to a player, reveal the hand, choose a card, and they exile that card. Well, you're not going to have very many options here. But moving on. Yep, bye-bye Elspeth. Thank you for your service. I think I can still bring you back out anyway. Go ahead and throw a land there. I have a City's Blessing, which means I can pay way too much to draw a card. And how many cards do I have here? I only have... Oh, I don't have the 4th card, at least not currently. But that is a-okay. We're just going to go next. You have 1 card in hand, and hopefully it's not... You can't afford a Doomblade, so I'm going to assume it's not. Swing in, see if we can get in there, and get our lethal. Oh, very nice. Okay. So we're not going to get our lethal this turn. But we can do that. And you bought yourself a turn. Block there. You and your flash creatures. Where? And that goes away. We're going to go ahead and play the table 0. And then, is there anything else I want to do? Because I can draw a card that gives me the 4th, and I can do that. But then I need 1, 2, white, 4, which is white, white, 1, 2, 3. So I actually could do that. I think I might do that next turn if I deem it necessary. So what have we? Is this Pokemon? It's magic. At least these things not like, is this Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that? Oh, okay, well that's a bit of a bummer. So we'll let that resolve. We'll pass to attackers. Now I know there's a card here that lets me exile enchantments. I know there's one in this deck, so maybe we'll be lucky enough to top deck one here off either the Mind Stone, which I'm going to go ahead and draw from now, or off of the draw. And I got neither. But I am able to bring this into play. So I'll just go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Submit 4. Bring up this back out. That's the game. That's the good. And they're done. Alright. So we won the first game with Elspeth. Now can we win the second? That would be my question. Play one more, see if we can get it. Game 2 of 2 with Elspeth. It's myself versus You Wouldn't. I'm pretty sure that's You Wouldn't. I think that's what they're going for there. I like the curve on this. I'm keeping it. UWDNT. Yeah, it's You Wouldn't. It's gotta be You Wouldn't. What else would it be? Opponent. Swamp. Mox Sapphire. Very nice start. Look at that Ghost Sprite. I must say, not bad. Not bad at all. Dauntless Bodyguard and pass. I don't know why it's having to go to combat. It's not like I can attack the darn thing. Well, You Wouldn't. What do you got for me now? Swamp. To read the bones. That is fine. You can read them bones. Part of me is tempted to do the Revoke Existence on the Mox Sapphire, but I almost kind of want to do the Night of Grace, so I'm not completely sure how I want to go here. Go right ahead. Do the Surveil. Now let's see what I draw. And it's just a Fabled Hero. It doesn't really call to me all that much. Do I try to disrupt your mana? Or do I bring that... You don't have any black permanents right now, so I'm not too concerned about that. But it's just hexproof. It's not actually... Yeah, so I think I actually will do the Revoke Distance. Essentially treat this as a Stone Rain for 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack for 2 as well. Bring it down to 16. You're kind enough to lose 2 life off of the Read the Bones. 10 bones. Lose another 2 life, and you're playing Suicide Black here. Okay. Gotta remind myself what the heck this does. Let's just ask for blue. I mean, in a way, it's a strictly better. What is that? Sky Diamond, I think? That goes all the way back to Mirage. It's old school. And my turn. Alrighty. So interesting enough, it only actually takes a few turns for it to get up to that standard there. We're going to throw out the History of Analia now. Start building up some knights, some Knigets. And such pretty artwork. Gotta love that artwork. And we're going to go ahead and attack for 2 again. Get a Spectral Sailor out, and I have a feeling we're going to trade. And we are. So that's fine. We don't trade there. Dauntless Bodyguard cannot guard its own body. One of the Fabled Passage. And now 2 counters on the Midnight Claw as they Surveil. So now I think I really do play the Night of Grace, so that he can get the bonus and attack with the bonus it's going to get from the History of Analia the following turn. Because it would be nice if I can attack for 12 on the next turn, not my next turn, but the turn after that. Take my 1 there, taking my lumps. Revenge of Ravens, that slows things down a little bit now, doesn't it? Alright, another Knigget. Throw that out, and we're just going to throw out the Knight of Grace as well. So I want to go ahead and use that Fabled Passage. Want to go fetch? Fetch a previous figure. I can't disfigure that, buddy. Thank you for the black permanent, by the way. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll trade 1 there, and then you'll still take 1. No, well, 2. You'll net maybe 1 off that. 4. That is starting to count now, isn't it? It is certainly getting there. Now this is kind of where I wish I had Disenchant. Maybe I should have held that Artifact Hate for something better than a Mox. Oh, we have a 4/4 out there. That's fun. That's not fun. Okay. So I really think I will be playing the On Sarah's Wings. I'd love to play that on the Fabled Hero, but I think I need to play it now on the Night of Grace to get that evasion going. I really think that's what I need to do. Trigger on that, great. There's that on Sarah's Wings. Pop that on the Night of Grace. And we're just going to go all out. Boom, boom, boom. Do you want to trade? You do want to trade. I'm fine with the trade. I'm going to hit you there for 6. I'll gain 6 off of lifelink. Great. kill that to 2 again. So now I have lethal on board right now. Now granted, you could bounce it. You wouldn't. You can bounce it. There's a few things they can do, but they can't disfigure it. They can't doomblade it. They do anything like that. Now they do have. Okay, that's 6. They're halfway there. 6 turns, not 6 counters. Okay, Omen Speaker, they're searching for a flyer right now. That's exactly what they're doing. They're searching for a flyer, and I don't blame them. Of course, I hope they don't find one, but they did put something on top. Something tells me they may have found a flyer. It's just whether or not they can get it into their hand, which it does not seem like they can. So we'll go down the plains. We're going to go to combat, and well, they're going to be able to block the Knight of Grace. There's no life there, but I do want to be able to get rid of that sprite. So, there's a Trickster. I'm already attacking though, so I'm not so worried about it being tapped. It's fine if they tap it. I think that was a timing mistake on my opponent here. Oh, but it also does lose the abilities. That's a good point. It does lose the abilities. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and kill the Omen Speaker because of its 3 butts, so that was good. Nice. And we'll throw out a Fabled Hero. Double strike down here and see what else I can do. If I can get an enchantment or something to put on the Fabled Hero, that would be great. Now, opponent, aim for 1 in the air. The ball is much more in your court now than it was previously. Bring me down to 16. And the Cavalier of Night. That is a scary card to see right now. Because now you can get rid of my Fabled Hero. Which I believe you just did. Yep, and there it goes, and then do a 4/5. Which is not fun for me. Resolve there, and I get a Cryptic Caves, and suddenly I am really hurting here. You got that lifelinker out there. I have, well, nothing good. So, well, if I do that, then I can't bring that out. So, I think we're just gonna have to, oof. Don't like this. Is that giant that kills everything? I can go for that right now. That would be nice. Opponent, control magic there. Well, that's not good. Alright, pass 2 attackers. You're going to swing for quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and make a dude. And Bell is going to have to block Gaston here. Pass the blockers. Choose the blocker. Block. You gain your 4. I lose 1. Pass the damage. Boom, boom. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just draw a card there. And there he is. There's my dude. My dude! My dude's here! Alrighty, throw that out. And throw that on the cast off. All non-giants go away. All of them. Speak to the hand. And then I can play that next turn, most likely. Back in try you 2. Not terrible, not terrible. Would be really nice is if I could get another plains or any kind of land that is not coming to play tap, which I don't think there is one in this deck. So I can do a God's Will to save that in case they drew something like a Doomblade. So there goes a swamp. And there's a Mox Jet. What else do you have for me here, opponent? I'm sure you have plenty of tricks. Switch for 1. Oh, I do miss if you don't play something there. Oh, you got the Cavalier back. Well, isn't that harsh? Very nice there, very nice. Well, that's not exactly what I'm looking for there either. So we're just going to go ahead and hard cast that. And pray there's no Doomblade or anything to get rid of my giant. If so, then I just might... Nice, you know I had it. I just might get rid of it. And, yeah, so there's that. And I don't like these odds. Do not like these odds. I do have the Archon, which is good. I'll take it. And God's willing to protect it, which is also good. So we're going to in-turn here. It's a good equalizer card, that Archon. Opponent, Dismal Backwater. Gains another life. Back up to 16. Hard to believe I was one attack away from giving you wouldn't your demise. But it doesn't always happen that way. It does not always happen that way. Okay, we're going to pass the blockers here. We are going to try to clear the field best we can. I'm perfectly fine with this at the moment. Question is, what does my opponent have? I don't think my opponent needs it. So, a trade, and a fizzle there, I think. I guess they'll come back. I wouldn't think they'll come back in, to be completely honest with you. Because they all die at the same time. But I suppose it does. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Opponent, Misgrasp. Well, that's cute. We're just going to go ahead and God's willing on that and give it pro black. Unless they have a counter of some sort. Let's see pro. And there's the counter, so I guess that's not going to work. Yeah, I'll give you a nice on that. That was nice. Very nice. World of Glory. Yeah, we might as well just throw that out, and then we'll just grab my Theros Beyond Death Magic. 1/4 flyer. And a very overcosted, grossly overcosted 1/4 flyer. This is... Oh, at least it's creatures I control. That's better. I was just the hero, but still. Opponent, throwing out the Rough Spire. You might as well pay the 1. You have the mana. And there is your full function. So many of the same cards that have already been played this game. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Opponent? Anything? Nope. At least I get my Cavalier here, which is nice. I can destroy a non-land permanent, and then the controller gets a 3/3 Golem. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do I destroy my own bird? I might actually do that. We get a 3/2 with Flash there, which is always fun. Yeah, I really think I do that. Yeah, I do. Yes, I am. So I turn my 1/4 flyer into a 3/3 non-flyer. A much bigger body, which I think is I think it's a good thing. I really do. Now, when it dies, what does it do again? I can return an artifact or enchantment from my graveyard to my hand. And that means I can bring back that Ancestral Wings. I think I'd rather bring that back than the History of Benalia. At this point, at least. So we'll see what goes on. Honestly, part of me is surprised I'm even lasting this long at this point in time. So you attack with a 4/4. And I am going to bite. Oh wait, it can't be blocked. That's right. So that's too bad for me. That's a Crusade. It's not absolutely amazing, but it's something. But I am on an amazing clock right now, thanks to the unblockability of that dude. And do I just go ahead and swing? Oh, you have a trickster. Very, very, very tricky. Let me tap down my Cavalier. Yep, okay, no attacks at this point, and I'm going to end the turn. Probably give myself two soldier dudes when my opponent attacks here. Or the blue for no reason. And then move on, they disfigure my golem, that's fine. It's temporary. You're going to pass to attackers, that's fine. Attack with everybody. And I can go ahead and make myself two dudes. As my opponent scries, but doesn't draw. I mean, my opponent has this, I'm just playing this out. But I'm going to give him a good run for his money, the best I can muster at least, for the turn and a half I have left here. Because I'm actually kind of surprised I'm not doing very good on the whole gaining life thing, being that this is a white deck. So go ahead and attack there. Oh, derp. Derpy derp. Yeah, what would I draw? Yeah, green. Fine, whatever. Well, I can at least kill something. And yep, good game. I guess in a way that was conceding. So there we go. We go to a defeat. So I went 2-0 with the Ashok deck, 1-1 with the Elfseth deck. Either way, it was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the 4 games I got in on this. And the upcoming set, Theros Beyond Death, will be coming out for Magic the Gathering in, I believe, late January. I want to say January 24th. I'm going off memory here, so you might want to Google it and prove me wrong. But thank you for joining me for another Mishra's Genuine Draft, a very unconventional Mishra's Genuine Draft here on Magic Untapped and MagicUntapped.com. Remember, if you like what we do here on Magic Untapped, to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And if you really want to help us out, go ahead and be a Patreon of ours. I'll have a link in the description so you can easily find it, because it's because of people like you who support us, that let us do cool videos like this and articles and everything else that we do, because we love the game of Magic the Gathering. We know you love the game of Magic the Gathering, and we all want to just be in on this together. Have a good one.